choose what's right and take what comes and goes, and ain't no one in life holding me back no more.
What is up? What is up, you guys? I got a little intro song happy. I I played the wrong intro to start, and it says the F word in it, so there goes my whole entire monetization. Oh, is it me or is it always something? Like, is it literally always have to be something, or is it just me? Press one if you guys can hear me in the chat, okay? Hey everybody, it's so good to see everybody today. It's my lunchtime. I'm on my lunch break. I just happen to, feel like skipping a lunch and having a chat. How's everybody doing today? Awesome. I'm so glad you guys could hear me okay. Awesome. So if you guys read the title, Turtle Island is tonight. Woo! I swear, people next to me in the there's a wheel repair going on. I swear I can't say rear wheel drive. Can anybody else say that, or is it just me? Anyways, so tonight at Turtle Island, I'm over here screaming in my car at lunch. I figured I'd let you guys see me. Why not? What's up? What's up? I don't hear you. You don't hear me. You're just being facetious, aren't you? What time tonight? I'm not sure. So I'm going to try to be at the house for Turtle Island because it's easier. But for those of you guys that have been following, I am now officially on the island. Okay, wait. Headphone warning. I have volume issues. I scream a lot. So have your volume down, maybe. I don't know. Sorry. I didn't think about it. Sorry. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. It's going to be between 9 and 10 Eastern Standard Time. Oh my God, there's 103 people in here. You guys are amazing. I truly feel so loved. And that's so weird for me because I'm just one of those people that's like, ew, love, ew, icky. You know what I mean? I don't like it. PJ on bar duty on Hector. Yeah, that's what's up. So, I'm on Turtle Island officially as is it a contestant? Is that what you call it? I don't even know. I don't even know how I'm supposed to act, what I'm supposed to do. There's a couple of issues with that. So, I kind of just wanted to come up here and give you guys a rundown of what I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking from here on out. But let me finish what I was doing and say hey to a couple of you guys or some of you guys or all of the names I can read. It's so good to see you guys. Like I said, Huntress, Occam's Razor, Christina, Crazy Nurse, Motto Mom, Granny Bassmaster, Granny, we miss you, Miss Kathy, Pittsburgh Nurse, Dumplin, Angie B, Sage. I was actually going to start the stream and do a full rendition of like impressions 101 Dolly. What is up, my beautiful people? No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna be myself. But so now that I've said hi to 5 people and there's 102 of you guys in here, I'm gonna go ahead and go on. So with Turtle Island tonight, you guys make sure, and if some of my mods could copy some of these links and post them here in the chat for me, the link to the channel where Turtle Island's going to be on is not going to be the Dolly Vision channel because Dolly Vision on YouTube is strictly true crime now. And so therefore we've moved Turtle Island completely over to Dolly Uncensored. And so if a mod could post that channel link. Hi Sheila, good to see you. Hey Miss Donna. And basically, where's Rangi? Where's Rangi? He's at home. I'm at lunch. I don't know why I'm trying to click on certain comments. It's like the chat is flying. I should have probably put it on slow mode. I'm slow mode happy. Those of you guys that know or are familiar with my moderating over on Dolly Vision, I literally will threaten to put slow mode on when there's not enough likes on the chat. So don't tap me over here on this channel because this is my chat. Anyways, so with Turtle Island being tonight, like I said, I don't know the exact time yet. We kind of fly by the seat of our pants as for how we do things in the Dolly household or in the Vision household. We will definitely be on tonight for Turtle Island, and it's either going to be 9 or 10 or somewhere in between, max 10-15, and it depends on how I feel or how much coffee I've had in me. It's going to be between 1 and 2 hours, and we're going to vote at least 2 more people added onto the island, and it's going to be your choice. So what's going to happen is that you're going to be able to call in to the call-in number, which is the usual number where you can call in on the Dolly Vision show, and then you're going to state what person you would like to add to the island. They have to be on YouTube. They have to have a YouTube channel. They have to have at least 1 subscriber. Okay? Like, that's the basic rules. Does anybody understand so far? I'm subbed up to all the Dolly channels now. I wish I had more income. No, you're totally fine. The income, the extra, like the tipping and stuff on the other angles of like memberships and super chats and my pay apps that I posted. I was just so excited I got my Venmo signed up. Willow, good to see you. I was actually listening to your stream on replay. I swear you have such a calming voice. You and Jimmy, it's like y'all have the same, I don't know, it's weird. It's hard to, oh, where's the baby? I said, where's the Rangy? Oh, yeah, that flew way over my head. It's way, like work is always crazy, and so I'm kind of like, I just got out of work, I'm at lunch, I'm not really thinking about that. So yeah, definitely flew over my head. So anyways, before I get too distracted, this is why I take notes, because I'll literally just go off on a tangent. Thank you, Chatty Jen. Oh my god, you've been a member for 5 months. Thank you. Awesome. All right, so with Turtle Island, basically you will get to call in, and everybody can call in 1 time. And so you can call in, tell us who you are wanting to add onto the island, okay? That's how it starts out, because you get to pick. The audience gets to pick. Penny, thank you so much. And I don't think people really understood the concept last time we had Turtle Island. I was going to say last week, but I believe it was Monday or Sunday, whatever day that was. Because we were getting calls, and it was a bunch of, man, I wish I could show you my notebook where I took all my notes for everybody that had the Turtle Island nominations. It was literally like 50 different people, and there was like between 5 to 10 creators that had more than 1 tick mark under their name. So it was like, I don't think people are getting the concept of like what we're doing here, because thank you for becoming a member, Granny. We love you. Wow, 7 months, Motto Mom. Thank you for being here. But I don't think people were getting the concept of what we were doing. And I was kind of trying to type it in chat, but I wasn't, because I was more or less listening and taking vote. But I'm like, the whole point is to make sure that your creator that you're wanting to add on to the island is gonna win, so they need more points. So basically what had happened is that we got about 50 nominations for 50 different creators, and only about 10 that had more than 1 or 2 tick marks. And so it was just like, well, do you guys, want all these people on the island? So I took note of everybody that was up there that got nominated. So those are some of the contestants possibly coming up on the next season. From what I understand, we're doing basically a challenge the challenger type of Turtle Island. So what I know so far is that you will definitely see Justin For All, aka Clutch Them Pearls. You're going to see the Lab, aka Josh, and you are going to see the lovely Bombshell on the island to start out. Those are 3 people that are going to definitely be on the island. Hey, Germany girl, good to see you. And so the 3 people that I just named, they're definitely going to be added onto the island. So you guys, tonight, I'm going to give you like a tip. Don't vote those people because they're definitely already added as the champions from the prior seasons of Turtle Island. So they're definitely going to be onto the island. You know what? I never thought about that. I am totally going to add Willow. Because like I said, I love Willow has a very soothing voice, and I definitely like to listen to Willow. So I totally would add Willow in a heartbeat. And it's not just true crime themed. Like in the past, we had done Turtle Island to where it was solely true crime related, or it was last season was called Chaos. And so basically, it will be themed as a free for all. So you can just basically pick who you want on any platform on YouTube, not any platform, any niche category, subcategory, whatever. It doesn't have to be true crime. And so basically, you got a free for all as to who you want to, get to come onto the island tonight. And it's basically pretty much the last chance you got. So get your friends together, get your family members, anybody that can call in, which that's another thing. It's going to be really, really hard to call in because we have the one phone line, okay? And basically one person answering that phone line. And so you're going to have to be battling the hundreds of people that are also trying to call in to get their vote and cast their vote. So that is actually why we also made it to where you can super chat your vote, and the super chat is $10 to get a vote in. Last week also we had some issues because people were super chatting $1.99 or $4.99, and I was not taking those votes because I specifically stated in the very beginning it's $10 a vote, but there were a couple of votes that came in as $1.99, then $2.99, then $4.99, and I kind of added it together, and if it almost made up $10, I added that as a vote. So basically, I really try everything I can humanly possible to remain fair as best as I can. I have a couple of other people behind me that also count and take notes and kind of keep up with everything because, like I said, the word is not prude. I'm uptight when it comes to certain things like my, not my reputation, but my values. Like for me, my values are really important. And so I want to make sure I'm doing things by the book. I want to make sure that I'm following all the rules. I want to make sure, if I'm counting, I actually listen to it the next day while I'm at work and like recount because I just want to make sure that I'm doing things up to par. That's just me. I've always kind of been a perfectionist, which I know it's not very realistic, but that's just been me. So now that I've gotten on to the island, I'm actually not going to count tonight. So it's almost going to be like a vacation, but not really. I got to tell you guys, a lot of people think that it's unfair that I got voted onto the island. I want to hear some of that input on what you guys think about that. Like, do you think it's fair that I'm on the island? Because I kind of see their point. I kind of think that it might not be fair, only because I have actually gotten a lot of extremely nice, supportive, loving comments and responses ever since that I've been with Dolly Vision. And it almost feels like, I'm going to say it, and this is me not having any kind of filter, ass kissing. But like I said before, I'm not very good with kindness. And I'm trying to word this so that I don't offend anybody or upset anybody. But basically, I don't do very well. I'm like, ew, icky, you're being nice, ew, stop, or you're being too mushy, ew. And so, like, to me, it kind of felt like when I finally was outed as being the girlfriend, everybody suddenly was like, oh my God, we love her. And like, it just was over the top nice. But I understand people are nice, and I understand I have the issue that I have. And so, ultimately, I wouldn't want anybody like ass kissing me in the end to where I'm like going higher than I should be. Do you see what I mean? Stop it, Huntress. Moose, I'm telling you right now, if y'all try to hug me, I will run and not stop running. I'm not gonna stop. I don't like it. I don't like it. So everybody here seems to think that it's okay that I'm added onto the island. See, that's what I mean. You guys are here clearly as as members or subs on my channel, and therefore, I mean, I'm asking the wrong crowd actually. So we'll have to see how it works out. I'm ultimately a really competitive person. That's another thing. That's another reason why I somewhat don't want to be added onto the island. Um, I'm definitely one of those people that's like, if you're not first, you're last. And that's another. See, I didn't realize I was going to go live today and basically tell you guys all my flaws in my character. But hey, here we are. Um, basically, I'm very competitive, and so I wouldn't go anywhere like over the cheat line, but I'm going to be pissed if I don't win, which I don't think it's reasonable to think that I would win. I mean, JLR is already on the island. Who else is more popular right now than JLR? So I don't know. I don't know. And with me being so involved, I don't know. We'll see. But you guys definitely voted me on fairly. You guys definitely, even some paid super chats to get me on. I would never want to take any of that away from any of you guys. I know I've had a channel for a long time, and it was actually way before Dolly Vision. So I do feel that it's fair in that aspect. Like, I didn't just make a channel yesterday and say, hey, add me to the island. I actually really didn't want to get added, and I kind of still don't want to be on the island. But hey, I'm accepting it because sometimes in life there's things that you don't have any control of. Don't do that. Don't hug me. I'm telling you right now, stop it. Oh, no, you're good. Don't do that. Well, no, I mean, I appreciate that. I just don't think that it's worth it. Because the time that it took you to open that other channel and go into their chat and type out whatever it is that you typed out is time wasted, in my opinion, and energy given to said person for nothing. Does that make sense? There's been a lot of different hatred spewed lately. Um, I don't have anything to say about it. I don't really know any of these new people that are trying to blow the hatred fan over our direction. But it is what it is. It's human nature to have an opinion on something. So for me, this is my opinion, okay? In case you guys aren't following, this is my opinionated opinion. There's always going to be somebody that doesn't like you. So like, let's say you're an artist, let's say you're a singer, you are a painter, or you are an architect, or any kind of profession or daily activity in life where you're going to have somebody to critique you. You're always going to have an individual or a group of individuals that don't like you, or what you do, or what you stand for, or who you are, or who you are with, or they don't like something about you. And that is the first thing that I would recommend anybody that is making a YouTube channel or making any type of YouTube content that they recognize, is that everybody on this planet as a human being has the right to their opinion, and therefore they can voice that opinion. It doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it matters. It doesn't mean that it has any sway on you, aka me, whatsoever at all. Like, I typically don't listen to anything that's slanderous and somewhat mean or whatever, and therefore I just tune it out. If I didn't hear it, did it happen? No, not really. For me, in my opinion, no, it didn't. I got sent a clip when it really, like the day that it was happening, while it was happening, and basically I heard a man, I guess it was a girl's man, talking about me having a receding hairline, and I'm thinking to myself, it takes a lot to what? Drag a woman that you've never met? Okay. That's what you are into, then I mean, I didn't claim to be a beauty queen. Some of us have receding hairlines, some of us have small dicks. I mean, it is what it is. I don't hate on you for it. Wouldn't typically talk about it, wouldn't typically really even, but there's a lot of people that mention it. And so it's like, it's hard to keep everybody in check when you've got a chat full of people that are like, oh my God, there's so and so dragging you right now. And you're just like, okay, people, don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. We're not discussing it. And then, there's a new set of people. And then a new set of people are like, oh my God, what did you hear? What did it? And I'm like, oh my God, no, stop. Because the more that you discuss it, that's what I was just telling Occam's razor, is that the more that you feed it, the more you're giving life into it. And so for me, like I said, only thing that works really is that if I didn't hear it, if I don't know about it, did it even really happen? No, for me, it doesn't. It didn't. I got some super chats. You guys are awesome. Lorenz, keep doing what you do. I love the soap. I ordered too. Awesome. Thank you so much. The soap is actually fun, but I'm starting to really see how we are just two people and it's close to impossible to keep up with. Oh, and another Heather Whatever super sticker. Thank you, Heather Whatever. I love your snark. I'm wearing my mask saying no hugs in Nashville due to what? Yeah, no, really. Thank God. Miss Ann's not going to hug me. Thank God. If you stand for something, you can't make right. And you're never gonna, even if you don't stand for anything at all, you're not gonna make somebody happy that decided they're not into how you look. Or, sometimes you can't really even control. Like if somebody has a bad day or something, they may just hate you just to hate you. It's just like, okay, that's your opinion. I'm not gonna hate on you for it, but hey, it is what it is. Like I don't, and what can you do about it? So why even discuss it, or why even, bring any attention to it when you have you're not going to change their opinion. I mean, you're not going to, it's not going to make me lose sleep at night, basically. That's all I'm trying to say. But, let's see what you guys are saying. I just got on this big rant and tangent and talked. And now here we are. And I was behind in my chat, but no, this is the one thing, the people that get put onto Turtle Island that are not bigger creators that don't plan to participate on a weekly basis, Turtle Island is not for the thin-skinned, period. Turtle Island can get very brutal because people like to troll. And for those that don't know, trolling on the internet, it's kind of like playing jokes on people. And when you play jokes on people, usually in real life, when we were kids, that's the only thing I can relate to as far as playing jokes. Ding dong ditch or something, ring a doorbell and run, right? Well, with it being on the internet, it's not the same because you don't actually have to face that person. You don't actually have to go to their house in person and knock on the door. You don't have to actually physically face a consequence in real life. You're just on the internet. So therefore people become more brazen and bold, and you will get callers that say some of the raunchiest, nastiest type of comments towards another player that's on Turtle Island. And it's like, oh God, like it literally is just, what did that lady? And a lot of the chat will get super upset and, oh my God, don't count that vote. And typically I still count it only because that's kind of the concept of the game. But with Turtle Island, I hadn't said it yet, you can actually call in and ask to save somebody, which this is where it kind of gets repetitive and kind of a little bit boring because people will most likely want to save their person than kick somebody off because it takes a lot more, especially if like you're known. Like, for example, let's say Mab would call in and save somebody that he considers a friend or one of his alliance members. I don't actually mean alliance, but you know what I mean. And so if he's well known and he wants to strategize in the game, he should kick, one of the people that are going to affect his game. But he would call as himself. He would say who he is, and therefore it would be easier just to save somebody. See what I mean? But it equals out in the end because we usually have Easter eggs, and I don't know if I'm on the island, if I'm going to be able to be involved in egg making. So I don't see, this is another part of the whole having me up there. I don't know if it's going to work because I was the one that was coming up with the Easter egg surprise themes or the cards that were in there. Basically, you could get a $25 Easter egg, and that usually goes through PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. And we draw an egg out of a bucket, or last year we had a stack of cards. But you basically pull a card, like kind of in Monopoly. It's like a chance deck. And it could say anything from your players saved up until the second episode to the end to your favorite player you've been voting for all night must go, pack up, leave now. So you never know what's going to happen on Turtle Island, and we typically do that so that people can't predict or plan game moves. So anytime that you are on Turtle Island, playing Turtle Island, or participating in Turtle Island in any type of way, just know, just when you think that the cards are going your way or that the game is yours 100%, never ever feel comfortable ever, because it's always made to change. It's kind of made that way so that you get surprised, and so a surprise person wins at the end, and it's not so cut and dry like, oh, I counted the votes the entire season and I knew, who had what number each season or each episode, because that's not fun. PJ, clarify please if it's true crime channels only on Turtle Island. No, this season it is not only true crime channels. The ones that me and Dolly will add are going to be true crime mainly, because that's kind of what our list consists of. But for the first 2 episodes where you can add your own player to the island, it is not limited to true crime. You can add anybody you want to that has a YouTube channel that has 1 subscriber. But beware, tonight is the last night where you can do that. And if you think about it, if the show is about an hour and a half, there's only going to be a certain amount of time where you're going to be able to get phone calls in. So what that means is that if you're wanting to vote somebody that not really many people that are following true crime will know about, you're going to want to have a set group of people set aside that are going to be calling all night trying to get that same vote to come over through the phone line, or you're going to have to super chat that at $10 a piece to get that to happen. And there's always somebody else that wants their favorite player up there more than you, just so you know. Okay, now that I am done with that answer to that question, teaching martial arts helped me realize cruel people can eat. Yeah, I actually really want to get back into kickboxing. It was really good cardio and so much fun. No thin skin here. I'm a professional dumpster fire specialist, wordplay provocateur, an asshole of sorts. Bring on the shit talk. I'm here for. Heck yeah, I'm down. I'm adding you. And I know he won't have a problem with that. I already told Crime and Fashion. I was adding Crime and Fashion. I'm probably going to add Turtle Boy. I'm just giving you guys some hints of what to expect. But basically, there's going to be creators up there that you are not going to be a fan of, and the whole reason really is because we just like to see those people have to row back to shore or swim to shore, or however way they get home. Also, I am going to kick and scream and throw a small hissy fit like a toddler if he doesn't accept my concept of what I want to do. I'm really thinking 100% almost all the way that it's going to happen, but so I'm going to tell you guys, wanting to make Heels in the Air, rest in peace, not an honorary member, but spiritual member, if that makes sense. That way we can kind of remember Heels in the Air while we do a little bit of the show and kind of pay some respect to her, because she was a hated, loved, happy-go-lucky, living her best life / she's in hospice type of entertainer here on YouTube that I've always respected and had love for. So we'll see. But we've got some people. It's a secret. I'm sorry. I can't give out all the secrets. Dolly, he's not going to be handling it himself. He's never handled anything by himself. He's good. That's a thing that I get. I get so testy over. I'm like, he's fine, you guys. He's fine. But no, we have people that are going to be able to. His sister Turtle Gang is going to be counting. She always has counted, but I've always had a group of people in the background actually count behind me because, like I said, I'm a perfectionist. So that's how that is going to work. And yes, any channels can make it onto the island in the first two shows. Today's the last one. And then once we pick, we'll pick based on what we know. And that will most likely be crime, drama, true crime, and whatnot. Can I call in to vote? Well, yes. But listen, see, you guys get a scoop here now where I'm kind of cheating a little bit. I'm telling you right now, I want to add Willow. So if he does not get added tonight, which I wouldn't bother if I were you, because like I said, I'm going to add him. I'm going to add him. So you deserve eggs. Just let Dolly pick them. Yeah. PJ, you will have a lot more mods for sure. Yeah, we have a lot of mods right now already. Mini interviews with the contestants. Yeah, he kind of did that at the closing for the at the end. Why do you want to win? Who are you? What do you do? But I think that's a good idea to do like little mini interviews at the beginning where they all get announced. But that's really hard where the contestants, like let's say Nancy Grace, Aunt Nancy's not going to want to come up and have an interview. So if I had enough people that were contestants that had decent sized channels that were all going to participate, that would be great. But we don't have that at the moment. So let me see. I think I'm really behind in the chat. I'm pretty sure I am. So let's see if I can get myself. Yes, exactly. Preferably somebody that will participate. And if you guys know of any creators, like for me, Brooks, Crime Lines and Lies, I'm probably gonna add her. I talked to her. She may participate every now and then. Stuff like that. Those types of creators are really good to have on Turtle Island. That way we can have them participate. And the whole concept, you guys, there's a purpose to Turtle Island. You're basically getting placed onto an island, and it's a pretend island, and you are going to be showcased basically, and it's like a networking tool. So every time that we have Turtle Island and we mention, so-and-so's on the island, so-and-so's on the island, it's basically like an advertisement for your channel. And if you participate, it helps because then the people will go to your channel more. No, we haven't had a Turtle Island shirt as of yet, but that's something probably to come. It's just so much. There's so much at all times. And yes, it's actually not a family game. And it usually happens between 9 and 10 o'clock. Sadly, some people don't. No, I'm not going to say sadly. I mean, some people always have and always will watch Dolly Vision with their kids in the room and whatnot. So we can't really prevent the fact that kids are going to be around. But actually, hear me roar, it's not a kid-friendly family type of game. Because like I was saying earlier, people will call in and, they're going to call their worst hated, most disliked person on the planet every name in the book and say they're whores and that kind of thing. And it's not a good time. So Dolly's never handled it. Yeah. I mean, he comes up with a lot of all the concepts, everything. He's pretty much a genius, but not like book smart, how people think of a genius. It's hard to explain, but I wasn't dragging him. So have you already decided who you're, no, we have a list of ideas. Yes, it's a fun show. It's awesome, but I had no ideas about the rules changing, so I apologize. I had no idea. I thought it was just true crime. Oh, no need to apologize. It's kind of been different every season, so you would have had no way really to know. But yeah, this season, like I said, you can pick whatever YouTube creator you want to add, and it's only the first 2 episodes, and today is the second episode. So after today, technically, you're not really going to have that option or that choice anyway. So it'll be okay. And that's a good question because I never know anything. If you know Dolly Vision, anybody that knows Dolly Vision, Jimmy, he goes as he comes. He comes as he goes. Rules and such or numbers or of things he kind of just makes up as he goes. Last couple times it's been like 18. I have a feeling this season it's going to be like 27. And that's just a random number that I came up with. So here in a week or two, when he gives you an actual number and names off the contestants and it's 27, call me psychic. uh, let's see what else you guys are saying. I just want to make sure I get all the questions answered because I think that it's important, especially for those of you guys that are going to be participating or calling in or wanting to add your favorites or you're going to be one of the favorites. And that's, yes, thank you for saying that, Kelly Sue. A lot of people, sometimes like myself, I'm really competitive. Like I keep saying it over and over. I can't say it enough. I am competitive. But ultimately it is just a game. So to the people that plan on calling in and you know, calling somebody the worst thing possible on the planet, like seriously, just stop and think before you do it that it's just a game. Cousin Minnie, yep. Let's see. Yep, we love you, Miss Ann. Make a posthumous belt shirt scene for you. Yeah, I wish I had all the time in the world to make all the designs of all the things that I've ever come up with. I've just had so many different ideas of what to do as for merch. And it's already hard enough to get the merch that we have out and to print up what we need to print out because it's like you've got to pull out the shirt press and then make sure all the shirts are there and then print out the logo and then pull the logo from the vinyl. Like it, and having an actual life where I work every day, I have a kid, I have a dog, he's at a different house, he's got a dog, I've got cats over there. I'm literally, I don't know. He's living his best life. That's the one thing I get aggravated again, and I didn't come up here to tell you all my bad traits, but here I am. He's not gonna ever be all about the internet. He's living his best life. He was flying his drone last time I talked to him. He's not going to be around 24/7. Like he's a best friend of the internet, sadly. We went out to downtown Norfolk the other night and had a really, really nice dinner at this semi-fancy. It was at Hell's Kitchen, actually. Oh my God, it was such a good time. What else did we do? I think yesterday we just kind of lounged. We made tacos and watched something. You know, we still have to have a life, even though we're on the internet. He's more on the internet than I am, but we still have to have a life. And, you know, can we call in creators we don't like? Yes. That's one of the concepts of the game. Basically, just so they can get kicked off because that's fun too. And then of course, you know, the people that call in to say how much they hate said people, they like to call in, and so therefore we have to have people that we know are going to get kicked, because if we started off the stream and there was only 20 people to pick from and they were all beloved characters within our true crime genre, it would be hard to even start the game off. Hey, beautiful sunflower, good to see you. You're late. You're late. I'm calling you out. Please drop iPhone link. I am in StreamYards and I don't have it, or I would. I actually think it's in my description. Like if you click on this video that I'm playing right now, and you go to the description portion, I believe it should be in the description, but I'm not sure. Hey, Grain, good to see you. Christina, Heaven, good to see you. You guys are so awesome. I feel so loved. Johnson did the best and only tribal council vote off. Yes. Oh, her video she submitted for after she left was like, whoa, that was literally Turtle Island / Survivor all day. It was such a good representation of it. Imagine that, right? Yeah. If you did We're Human, it's okay to have flaws. Stop it. It is a sick amount of work and your job is on top. Yeah. See, I actually really like to feel like I've accomplished my goals or my daily activities, and it's kind of, I don't know, I like it. I don't know why, but I've always been like a glutton for punishment. So to me, it's like find me something that's really difficult, and we'll go from there. Yeah, that probably won't happen this season because I've had enough of that one. That troll right there won't really be mentioned much anymore at all anywhere because yeah, enough is enough. There's a fine line to stalking and harassing and obsessing that I handle. Yeah, me too. I love Grizzly too. She's one of the really good ones. Gordon R. really had his fish tacos at his restaurant here in Orlando. See, Hell's Kitchen here in Virginia, it's owned by different people because I had gone to one that was kind of by the water on the other side of the city. And this one was in downtown Norfolk. And so basically, I thought they were going to be the same type of places. And the one in Norfolk was more like a hipster kind of bar. So I was confused, but I guess a lot of different people can have restaurants named Hell's Kitchen. I didn't know that. Well, no joke. I was on the island with her all season. She comes to play. Who comes to play? Now I got to see what he said. Terrified Bombshell ain't no joke. Yeah. If Bombshell wins again, I would be shocked. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but yeah. I don't think she would fight that hard because she already got the belt. She already got the prize of recognition. But I don't know. I mean, it's possible. She's definitely someone that's impossible to beat. And I say that as being the counter last season and watching all the freaking people vote for her. I mean, it was insane. Ooh, the crackling turtle. Don Michelle, thank you for becoming a member. You're awesome. And did you ever see that I ended up making you a mod? And I need you to comment under the videos on Uncensored, preferably the last one, because I think it was you that said you would like to help with Turtle Island. Yes, I definitely need anybody that can help that has been around for quite some time and that I can vet as being that. So I would appreciate that. That link in the description is for Dolly's membership. I think there's one under that. It should be by like the disclaimer paragraph, because it gets put into my description automatically. The description that you're seeing, the Dolly membership, that was something that I typed in that I added. So, yeah, it was a dogfight. And just when I thought she was gonna go, like one of her fans donated like 18 eggs or something in one round, and I'm like, oh my god. So if you're thinking like 18 eggs, oh, that's no big deal, that's 18 times 25. So yeah, she's got really loyal, hardcore ride or die type subscribers. I mean, and no, the island does not take EBT. So basically, and see, that's what we had an issue with within the games the last couple of times is that, people are worried, well, they'll just buy their way and then the highest person, most popular with the most money will win. But that's why the cards got thrown in, because literally at the very end, you could have two people left. It could be the last episode and you could pull a card that says, must go home now. And then like all of the game plan is shot. Like you literally lose. People hate that and they feel like they're cheated, but it's the only way really to kind of keep you on your toes, because it's not really fair to have somebody just come in and play the game and then just pay your way through it. You know what I mean? But yeah, explain what is in the eggs. I haven't come up with any of that yet. And now that I'm on the island, I'm not really sure how that's going to work. That comes in a little bit later once we have actual shows. After he announces who's going to be on the island and such, I need to figure out how that's going to work. But in the last couple of seasons, there's been like golden tickets, golden eggs. It's a $25 option to add your votes for your person you're wanting to vote for. It gives you 3 votes and it gives you whatever's on the card that comes with it. And it could be anything like save your player for the rest of the game. not for like the whole season, but like for that show that you're watching. So save your player of choice for the rest of the night. Or it could be add 10 votes to player of choice. So you can add 10 points, positive or negative, towards somebody you want to keep or somebody you want to get kicked. Those are kind of what was on the cards before. But yeah, I thought Hell's Kitchen was a chain, but I guess it's not. I learned that the other night. So I've got 2 minutes left on my freaking lunch break, you guys. I really didn't realize how much I could talk until I just started to talk. And yeah. No, it was a joke. Willow's a jokester. Hey, little dove, good to see you. Little dove is here. Little dove is here. I just went to current comments, and yeah, I I was behind. I was all the way up there in chat. I'm a member of Bomb Nation. Woo! Bomb.com. All right, yeah. I have 1 minute to get back to lunch, you guys. I gotta go. I'm gonna close it up. And thanks so much for being here. You guys are awesome. Until then, see you guys on the.
And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
Bicycle.